How to play poker board textures effectively from any position. Are you ready to take your poker game to the next level? Understanding board texture is essential for making smart decisions at the table. So, how do you play poker board textures effectively from any position? Let's break it down. First, board texture refers to the characteristics of the community cards that are revealed during the game. These cards can be connected, suited, paired, or disconnected. Each type of texture creates different opportunities and challenges for you and your opponents. Let's start with dry boards. These boards have uncoordinated cards that do not connect well, like King of Diamonds, 7 of Hearts, and 3 of Spades. On dry boards, many players miss the flop, making continuation betting effective, especially when you are in a late position. You can apply pressure with smaller bets to exploit fold equity. Next, we have wet boards. These boards feature connected cards or cards of the same suit, like 7 of Hearts, 8 of Hearts, and 9 of Clubs. Wet boards present more drawing possibilities, so you need to be cautious. When you are in position, you can control the pot size and use your bet sizing to protect your hand or extract value from potential draws. Now let's discuss paired boards. These boards have a pair showing, such as 8 of Spades, 8 of Diamonds, and 4 of Clubs. They can be dangerous because they increase the chance that your opponents have strong hands. On paired boards, you should be more deliberate with your bet sizing and consider whether your hand is still the best. Playing from different positions affects your strategy. When you are in position, you have the advantage of seeing your opponent's actions first. On dry boards, you can bet aggressively with a wider range. On wet or paired boards, use pot control and consider check-raising to induce bluffs based on your opponent's tendencies. When you are out of position, you need to be more cautious. On dry boards, you can still make continuation bets, but be prepared to fold if your opponents show strength. On wet or paired boards, avoid large bluffs unless you have strong equity or blockers, as your opponents can put you under pressure. Always think in terms of range versus range. Consider how the board helps or hurts your overall range compared to your opponents. For example, a high card connected board often favors preflop calling ranges with many pocket pairs. Adjust your bet sizing based on the board texture and your position. Smaller bets work well on dry boards, while larger bets or checks might be better on wet boards. Recognize when a board favors your range or your opponents. If the board favors you, be more aggressive. If it favors your opponent, proceed with caution and avoid committing too many chips without strong holdings. Use your position to control the pot and gather information, especially on complex boards. By understanding board textures and adjusting your strategy based on your position, you can make better decisions at the poker table. Remember, the key is to analyze the board, consider how it interacts with both your range and your opponent's ranges, and adjust your betting strategies accordingly.